My name's Ted Hawkins and I'm from the Edge Software Consultancy, and today I want to demonstrate how we can use Morphit to run an oncology study, specifically a tumour volume study. To run the study, we will define the study parameters, the protocol, and also the treatment groups, and then we'll bring in a pool of animals and then randomly assign these animals to the treatment groups. We'll schedule a set of observations. These observations are captured over a long period of time, and eventually these results are analysed graphically. We'll start the demonstration by opening a new binder from the Tumour volume template. So when the binder opens, we see the instruction panel populates, explaining how to run the assay, and we can see the pages of the binder. So we'll use the instructions panel to navigate around. So the first thing to do is to set up the protocol. The start date is set by default to today, and the end date is calculated from the study schedule. The species rat and its strains are held within an internal database within this binder. So, with the high-level study protocol in place, the next stage is to set up the treatment groups. So the treatment groups are described by the group number, the role, the substance, and then the conditions of each treatment group. And each group has a collection of animals. We can add new groups either through the right-click menu or through keystrokes. We can also add and remove animals from each group independently. As we select the role, the associated compound is added to the substances column. So we'll fill this form out. And once that's complete, we'll mark it as completed in the instructions panel. We can also randomise the order of the treatment groups for the observations page by pressing this button here. And then we move on to assigning the animals to each treatment group. So in this case, it's assumed that the animals have been delivered and that there's a pool of animals that need assigning to each group. Now these can be brought in through an external data source. In this case it's a data file, and this is already mapped in through the template, so we simply have to refresh the query, and this will read in the code, the sex and the weight for all the animals in the group, and then once they're read in, these will be assigned automatically to the treatment groups. And as you can see, the assignment is random. Not all the animals are used, obviously. There's more animals than there are space in the experiment, in the study, and we can see the list of the spare animals in this sheet here. One thing we may want to do is to make sure that the weight distribution of the animals is evenly spread across the groups, and if not, we can re-randomise the allocation until we get something that we like. So, with the treatment groups in place and the animals assigned, the next thing is to define the schedule. Now, the schedule will probably be added to as an ongoing process. There's no reason to stop at 51 days. The observations themselves are entered through the observations table. We can see for each animal their code, the group. Now this is the randomised order, so we don't know actually which treatment these animals are for. And in here we'd enter the length and the width of the tumour. as well as the body weight of the animal. And we can see this will go on through each of the observation days. And if we add more days, then this table will get wider and wider. To save time, I have a validation data set, which we'll copy and paste into that table. So, as the data is added, it's automatically charted, and we see two charts. There is the change in tumour volume after treatment, and there's also change in body weight. And the final stage will be when the study is complete, to obviously write your conclusions and also print this graphic off and pop it in your lab notebook or your electronic lab notebook. So that's the assay complete. If you'd like to download the example binder, it's available on our website, as is documentation about how to build the binder. Thank you very much for your time, and look forward to hearing from you.